Princess Beatrice steps out with supportive husband Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, a royal couple united by a passionate cause. Welcome back to Crown Chronicles, the home of royal revelations, breaking palace updates, and the untold truths behind Britain's most famous family. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our ever-growing royal community, because today's story is one that will captivate you from the very first moment to the final word. Princess Beatrice has always been known as one of the quieter, more thoughtful members of the royal family, someone who rarely seeks the spotlight but manages to command attention every time she steps into it. And this week, she did exactly that. But it wasn't just her appearance that caught the public eye. It was who stood at her side, and why they were there. Beatrice stepped out with her husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, or Edo, as he's fondly known, to champion a cause she has described as deeply personal, profoundly meaningful, and truly passionate. And as cameras flashed and observers watched closely, one thing became unmistakably clear: this royal couple isn't just thriving in their marriage. They are becoming one of the most influential power duos within the modern monarchy. Their appearance was far more than a simple event. It was a glimpse into a love story rooted in mutual respect, shared purpose, and a growing sense of responsibility. Princess Beatrice has spent years carving out a unique place for herself in the royal family, balancing motherhood, charity work, and palace expectations, and Edo has emerged as one of the most consistently supportive royal spouses of his generation. But what makes this moment even more fascinating is how naturally the two complement each other. As Beatrice passionately addressed the cause close to her heart, one that focuses on empowering young people, championing education, and highlighting the importance of creativity in shaping the future, Edo was right there, offering quiet reassurance, unwavering encouragement. And that gentle confidence he has become so well known for, and audiences noticed. Royal watchers praised the couple's chemistry, their sincerity, and the way they presented themselves not as celebrities but as partners, united, aligned, and visibly committed to something greater than themselves. But behind this graceful public appearance lies an even more compelling story, one that not many people are fully aware of. Princess Beatrice's dedication to charitable work is something she inherited not from the traditional senior royals like the King or the Waleses, but from her mother, Sarah Ferguson. From a young age, Beatrice witnessed the impact storytelling, empowerment, and advocacy could have on vulnerable communities. She learned early on that influence isn't about the size of a title, it's about the strength of your voice, and this week, she used that voice. Observers described her as confident, emotional, and deeply connected to the cause she spoke about. This wasn't a royal fulfilling a duty, this was a woman speaking from the heart. She shared how important it is for children to be given the tools to express themselves, how art and creativity can transform futures, and how society has a responsibility to nurture every young mind. What made her message even more powerful was the way Edo watched her: proud, steady, supportive. His presence wasn't overshadowing, nor was it passive. It was the kind of partnership the modern monarchy desperately needs: authentic, united, and relatable. At one point during the event, Edo was seen guiding Beatrice through the crowd, whispering small reassurances, and smiling at her with what many onlookers called unmistakable admiration. A royal commentator later noted, "Beatrice and Edo represent everything the monarchy hopes to embody in the future: humility, compassion, teamwork, and real connection." And that future feels closer than ever. While Princess Beatrice is not a frontline working royal, she is increasingly carving out a distinct role, one rooted in advocacy rather than duty, influence rather than structure. Her fresh approach, combined with Edo's entrepreneurial brilliance and grounded personality, has made them one of the most compelling royal couples to watch. This public appearance also comes at a time when the royal family is undergoing significant transitions. With King Charles navigating health challenges, Princess Catherine stepping back temporarily for recovery, and senior royals handling an ever-growing workload, figures like Beatrice and Edo are becoming more relevant than ever, and the public has taken notice. Social media lit up within minutes of their appearance. Fans praised Beatrice for her openness, her warmth, and her commitment to causes that reflect the heartbeat of a younger generation. Others celebrated Edo, describing him as the most supportive royal husband since Prince Philip, and calling the couple refreshing, modern, and beautifully genuine. One comment that went viral read, if this is the future of the royal family, we're in good hands. But beyond the headlines and online reactions, there's something even more significant happening. Princess Beatrice is stepping into a power she has spent years quietly developing. And the world is beginning to not only notice, but embrace it. This appearance wasn't a one-off moment. It was a signal. A shift. A declaration that Beatrice is ready to be seen, ready to lead, and ready to stand for something deeply meaningful, with a partner who believes in her every step of the way. So where does this leave the royal couple? Stronger than ever. More visible than ever. And more influential than anyone expected. As Beatrice and Edo left the event hand in hand, smiling warmly at supporters, it wasn't just a royal sighting, it was the continuation of a story unfolding before our eyes. A story of growth, unity, purpose, and love, a story that reminds us that even within centuries-old traditions, new voices can emerge and reshape what royalty looks like, and here at Crown Chronicles, we'll be watching every step of that journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Princess Beatrice and Edoardo's powerful appearance, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. And stay tuned, because the royal world never stops, and neither do we. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay royal, stay curious, and stay with Crown Chronicles.